see where we are at. Now, I would say, for me personally, looking at this, we can get level across there. Where you want to put it, I don't know. I'd probably throw it there, to be honest. Just gives us a bit of leeway to actually look at the chart when we come around to looking at it. You've got a touch there, touch there, touch there. For me, when I'm looking at something like this, certainly for people that are beginning the course, a lot of people will count that as 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4. I mean, if this was the past, if this red day here, this bearish day, if that was today and we were looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, I would then look at that as, we've rejected this area 4 times in a row in the last 4 days. But if we're looking at actually support and resistance levels, that is only going to be considered as 1 touch. If you have a resistance level above, say this is resistance level, we want price to move up, we want price to hit off it and move away before we consider this a touch. We don't consider this a touch when price is up. That's a pretty bad line. When price is up here, this is not a touch yet. Even if it's like this a bit, for me, looking at that is not a touch. We need price to then move away from the resistance level to give us a touch, to give us a valid bounce off that level. That'll then give us 2 touches. So level then is not valid until we've got 3 touches. Now, looking at a couple of the activity sheets that were sent in earlier on, just going off topic for a slight second while I'm on support and resistance. I've got we have 3 rules for support and resistance levels. So I just want to write them out just to kind of clarify a few issues. Normally it's the same kind of issues every time. New students learning about support and resistance, there are 3 rules that you're going to need to stick to. It'll help you find better levels as well as being able to kill levels that are not valid levels. So first one, we need 3 bounces. I think everybody can kind of guess that. First rule, 3 bounces. If we steal this from here and we change the writing, we get a second rule. We need more bounces than breaks. So ideally, when we're looking at a level, we want the price to be respected. We want the level to be respected more times than it's been broken. Because if it's been chopped up loads of times and it's only been rejected, if it's been rejected off 3 times, but it's been chopped up 10 times, then the likelihood of that level breaking is quite high. So if we're looking to trade a bounce off a level like that, then if we're looking to trade a bounce off a level like that, then the likelihood of it breaking is quite high. Also, if we're looking to trade a break of that level, you might think, right, this level's been broken loads of times, so the likelihood of it breaking again is pretty high. But if it's been broken loads of times, the majority of traders are not going to bother looking at that level and thinking that it's a good level. So you're not going to get as many orders the far side. It's not just about placing orders. If we want to go long, say through this level, we've had sellers here, we've also had sellers here. So there's going to be stop losses above this level from these 3 groups of sellers. So if we do break up through that level there, as soon as we hit all these bunch of stop losses, when you've got a sell order, when you're selling something, if you to make a bit of profit, you got to buy it back later on at a cheaper price. Unfortunately, these traders will have lost their trade. It's gone up and they've got to buy this back. So you got buyers to push it through the level. You've got buyers the far side of the level from placing trades. You've also got buyers the far side of the level getting out of their bad sell positions. So you got a bunch of people far side of this level, willing to buy. But if this is a dreadful level and it's been chopped up numerous occasions, been chopped up all the time, there's not going to be a lot of sellers at that level to cancel their orders, hit their stop losses. It's not going to be a lot of buyers through the level, so you might not get good continuation the far side of that level if you break it. The third the third rule when it comes to placing support and resistance levels is that the last interaction with the level has got to be a bounce and not a break. Because if the level's been broken most previously, then if the level's been broken most previously, it does make the level invalid. And if the level is invalid, then we can't base trading decisions around that level, unfortunately. So last interaction, that of a bounce and not a break. So for the new starters, still learning about support and resistance. You may think you know support and resistance because you did a quick lecture on it last week and plot a few levels, but that you need to keep practicing, learn through repetition. These three rules are going to save you time. They're going to save you putting on bad levels, and they're going to keep you from trading around bad levels. Once you ask yourself those three questions for every